Your life, your love, our gift. Your love was brilliant and balanced. No one felt slighted. You supported each of our dreams and made them your own, while never missing a family dinner. Your love was unconditional, sexy, yet never with pause. Your life was an exercise in balance and brilliance. You transcended race. We all wanted to claim you. White, black, even Creole. You appreciated our reverence gratefully, yet never losing yourself or your identity. Your love was like your soccer game. If it meant more shots for your friends, you gladly took the dive. Your love was a pool in which we bathed, no person uninvited. We drank in your good spirit. We inhaled your companionship, exhaled your candor, and your benevolence. We passed it on. Your life was like your basketball game. You made everyone around you better. Your vision, flawless. Every person crossing your path found their value in seeing their reflection through your lens. An arsenal of inside jokes so that each of us knew we were an individual in your eyes. Your love, amazing. Your heart was the strongest part of you, doing on behalf of our own hearts the work we couldn't manage alone, bursting with your love every day. Your life, amazing. God only knows what we'd be without you. How could one man be everyone's best friend? How could one man find so many moments for so many people? How could one friend, one brother, one son be the warm, glowing center of the universe we all crowded around? I agree, bro. It doesn't seem like it could have happened. We're welcome.
Do y'all want the word? Pass it on. The word. Yes. The word.
My motherly instinct kicked in, and I suddenly got the urge to tell him, boy, you're being so.
From where I sit, I can clearly see every female in her mid-20s with tight hip huggers, belly rings, breasts lifted up high, nicely exposed at the top, hair tied back to make her chest pop because she has to look good for Jesus.
Aware and conscious for addressing Zion and mindful of serpent's wings, must always remember to listen.
"2513 is where it all began. For over 5 years, Pass It On has been a home to many poets, artists, and a community. But please, don't thank any of us for it. In the words of the great John Scott, whenever you see something done as an act of kindness or greatness, don't say thank you, just pass it on. And now, we open up Pass It On to you. Again, give you the same love, the same light, and the same life. You ready for the word? Pass it on.
No new friends, homie, we don't feel that. Blank a fake friend, where your real friends at? Drake. I imagine it's not easy being famous. That when you start from the bottom, it's a struggle to stay the same through the money and the fame. Perhaps trust is the one luxury you cannot afford. And I can understand why a rapper of your stature could write the chorus, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new. But I got some bad news. You and I aren't friends yet. And I'm not saying I want to be your friend, but you are missing out on some pretty cool secret handshakes. I get it. Successful rappers can't just befriend everyone, but no new friends? Why not some new friends, and a more vigorous vetting process. Drake, if we were friends, you could tell me about being a rapper. And I could tell you about being a teacher, how I used to monitor a bus every afternoon. The driver had a strict no food policy, but he would blast the radio. I remember this one time, he played your song, and a first grader started singing along, monotone, as if the words had been programmed inside her. Drake, children consume your messages like the hot chips they sneak onto the bus. They don't need another person telling them to shrink their horizons. Drake, if we were friends, I would tell you about this morning, how I sat and drank coffee in a room full of strangers. No one introduced themselves. We all just stared at our computers, earbuds in. I'm sure someone was listening to you. Drake, maybe we should stop listening to you. I'm not saying I dislike your music. I'm just saying you could do better. We all could do better. In college, I was afraid of the people I didn't understand, afraid of a man asking for change on the subway, afraid of a woman with an Adam's apple. Now, I'm afraid of the person I used to be, of everything I have yet to become, of how many times I've slid between the cushions of my comfort zone as if it were a suitable way to look for change in oneself, when I know new friends and new conversations are the best ways to realize you don't know. And realizing you don't know is the best way to know a little bit more. Drake, I want to know a little bit more. I realize we're not friends, but I could use your encouragement. Please sing us stadium anthems about the benefits of talking to folks on the bus. Club bangers reminding us our closest friends were strangers once, until choruses of camaraderie emanate over every airwave. And we'll tell the driver to turn that ish up as we all sing along. Yes, new friends. Yes, new friends. Yes, new friends. Yes, yes, new.
Oh, hey there. Just over here at the community bookstore on Bayou Road, not too far from the Red Star Galerie. Catching up on my reading. Mama Jennifer provides us with some good books and some good reading material every now and then. So whenever you're on Bayou Road, come pass on over here. In the meantime, I think I'm ready for another poet. So, you ready for the word? Pass it on, Sabrina Hayes.
I am a woman. I am beauty. I am courage. I am strength. In a world of uncertainties, my vocabulary still does not consist of can't, unless I'm referring to this can't stop, won't stop, P. Diddy mentality. Used to dream of being a doctor or a lawyer, but at the end of the day, I would much rather be me, a songstress turned poet, feeling like I'm the and I know it because I am a woman. I am more than this pretty face and these full kissable lips. I am more than my Xena warrior princess, thick fine stature accompanied by these childbearing hips. See, I am someone's daughter. Yes, I am someone's sister. And my two older brothers taught me to stand firm on my word and not take disrespect from any of you misters, because I am precious. A walking miracle in every sense of the phrase, a lantern of hope shining bright even on my darkest days, because I am a fighter. Blessed with the gift to bear life and be a nurturing provider. My job titles are endless and my resume is long. See, I am of a breed created from a rib, therefore I am certified bone strong. I am confidence at its best. And if this life is what we make of it, then I won't settle for anything less. Because I am a woman. I come from a long line of magicians specializing in making the meals and the money stretch. I smile in the face of adversity, ready to tackle whatever obstacle that comes next. I'm strong-willed and courageous. Yet at times I feel like these burdens are too much, but my faith outweighs any trial, and I don't know how it feels to give up, so I press. Even when my body is aching, as a woman and single mother, there's no such thing as taking a day off. And my life is no movie reel, so I cannot press pause. I can only move forward. And this journey has just begun. That's why each day I give thanks for being a beautiful, intelligent, strong, God-fearing woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you an amazing poet and a wonderful talent. He was a part of Team Snow's National Slam Champions. Are you ready for the word? Pass it on to Mr. Sam Gordon.
Sam!
Let's go, Sam.
All right, Sam.
So, in other news, Jesus is white. Santa is real and white. And affluenza is real and terrible. And that time in high school when we broke into the home ec room to make wheat brownies, that was a side effect. And in other news, white people are actually out of luck because nobody can afford the lip service anymore. And so far, Trayvon is not responding to white guilt or CPR or NPR. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying because, trust me, there's nothing that listening to NPR won't solve eventually. And in other news, I'm starting to think that racism is less like drinking a glass of Kool-Aid and more like swimming in an ocean of Kool-Aid, but nobody has invented floaties yet. And I'm not just talking any Kool-Aid, I'm talking like really racist Kool-Aid. I'm not saying that racism is just some sugary drink, but I do think it's sticky. And I'm not saying it won't just go away, but if you believe in shit just going away, then why brush our teeth? I mean, why not just wait for them to get clean?
Oh my.
In other news, I'm trying to figure out how much oppression I can squeeze out of my Jewish ancestry, but it's hard to see my peasant heritage over this pile of grandpa cash. And if having a black president is all it's cracked up to be, then why do I still feel like people are angry with me? And why do I have to stop talking about my feelings? I mean, that shit is real. And I'm not saying that all white people carry a spare Klan robe in our fanny packs, but I know I'm not the only one who's going to spend his charter school paycheck at the new Whole Foods on Broad. And I know I'm not the only one who memorized the olive black on both sides as a way to earn cool white people points. And yeah, we're supposed to hold each other accountable. But how can we do that when we're already holding hands with all these adorable inner city children? Oh my God. And how can I be held responsible for shit I wasn't alive for when I've got all this privilege to deal with first? I mean, how's a white guy supposed to find himself these days? And right now, I think someone's trying to tell me to shut the fuck up, but it's hard to hear them when I'm apologizing this loudly! And I'm not saying Jesus isn't white. I'm just saying a lot of white people brag about being his friend. And I'm not saying I have answers, but when has not having answers ever stopped a white guy from speaking his mind, you know? Sometimes I feel like I talk and nobody listens, and I wonder if that's something that only white people feel. Did it just get ignorant?
Bobby, this next artist I'm gonna bring up, he's not a Pass It On alum per se, although he's performed at the world famous Pass It On open mic before. But he's a wonderful spoken word artist. I had the pleasure of meeting him for the first time actually at the Red Star Galerie when Lionel King was doing his open mic over there. So you know he's from home. He's an awesome man. He's an entrepreneur, and he has been a blessing to this poetry community because he's done so much to produce content and shows, and his writing is inspirational and motivational. He's a good asset to this poetry community. So I'm happy that he's with us. So, you ready for the word? Pass it on, hero.
I am a graphic designer. I can take shapes and colors and create futuristic designs. I can take pieces of different images and make them all combine. Better yet, I can take the weight off a fat girl, show her what she looked like smaller. I can take the head off a short person, place it on the body of somebody much taller. Because I am a Photoshop genius.
When you walk into a coffee shop and you see flyers and brochures lying on the counter that were probably designed by somebody like me, because we can make you appear more successful than you really are. I can make people think you're running a major corporation when you really work out your car. I can cover bald spots. I can take the bumps out your face. I can airbrush your skin so perfectly people will think you were born with no mistakes. I'm very good at what I do. I get paid very lucratively to make you look better than you. Better yet, make you look better to you. But what do I do about the spots that makeup can't cover without standing out? And although I can airbrush every corner of my skin, I still ain't figured out how to airbrush and Photoshop the brokenness I feel within. And crop tools can't cut out the pain of waking up realizing your skin will never again look the same. How can a black man also be white? Because when I sleep, my skin turns lighter in the middle of the night. It breaks down your self-esteem to know that your skin tone keeps peeling. And although I can Photoshop every picture I take, I ain't figured out how to Photoshop my feelings. Dermatologist diagnostics are a waste of money because telling me how I got it won't stop people from looking at me funny. The stares when I walk by of people trying to figure out if it's my skin tone or if it's sores, but I can sense the fear in my mind when I stick my hand out to shake yours, but I smile as if it don't bother me. You say I'm a cool dude, yet you act like you can't touch me, thinking you gonna catch vitiligo too. And it ain't just about me, but it's about the millions of people just like me with bruises and burns and scars, with cuts and scratches and keloids, with tumor marks left on the scalp or missing breast from a cancer scare. Those of us who feel just as lonely, standing around 1,000 people as we do when ain't nobody else standing there. The babies who were born deformed, the kids who were born crippled, those of us who second guess everybody in our life because when it comes down to us, everybody turns out to be fickle. And although models can airbrush themselves to look better than everyone else, does it really matter if when you wake up in the morning you can't recognize your true self? We are our scars, we are our scratches, we are our past, our bruises, our burns, we are our pains, we are the trials in our life. Sometimes I feel like Michael Jackson. I said sometimes I feel like Michael Jackson. When he was alive, we treated him like a foreigner. His skin condition pushed him into a dark corner. He tried bleaching his skin to make it all blend right. Then we sabotaged his integrity by saying he was trying to look white. And sometimes I feel like the little girl from the Cosby Show. We learned her as Vanessa, but Tempest Bledsoe is somebody we never got a chance to know. Or maybe Cisco from the group Drew Hill, who probably lost his mind trying to make sure the spots on his hand appear perfectly for the world all the time. Or maybe Holly Marie Combs from the TV show Charmed. Interesting, it don't matter how much money you make, your personality can still be disarmed. We are our spots. We are our bruises. We are our pains. We are our past. We are the cuts and stripes. Beautiful before the contour is lifted, because we are the people who gave the world its beauty marks way before Photoshop existed. I said sometimes I feel like Michael Jackson. I said sometimes I feel like Michael Jackson. Dark corners and black holes have spent more time on my soul than I do trying to conquer my goals. But that's why, maybe that's why Michael wrote the song. Man, sometimes you want the whole world to just leave you alone, but speaking makes me stronger. That's why the longest relationship I've ever had in my life has been between me and a microphone. We are our scratches. We are our scars. Beautiful before the contour was lifted. We are the white clouds in the center of blue skies. We are the white tips of your fingernails. We are the white lines in the center of the highway. In the center of the highway that glow in the middle of the night. We are the people who are just like me all over the world, who are crying out to just be treated right. We were born to be bold, to be a sacrificial lamb. And although I can Photoshop every picture I take, I still can't Photoshop who I am.
I'm glad to bring up to all of you guys an original Soapbox poet, an original member of Team Snow, a current member of Team Snow, and a poet that everybody loves. Are you ready for the word? Pass it on to a scribe called Quest.
Looking for love in all the right places, right? On all the written faces of time, I want to tattoo my rhyme. This ain't no ill piece, though, no real piece, relaying some sort of deep inspiration resulting from the discovery of my transmuted thoughts. Now see, I've discovered them like Columbus did America, knowing somewhere deep inside of me, I've been here before. But see, I am the victim of psychosodomy and don't always know what resides inside of me. I got alien thoughts inside of me, the ones that defile the insides of we, the you and I. So I'm in the process of committing mental suicide. Now my mental's in tune to lies. No doubt I soon despise the societal tomb of lies encapsulating the millions of walking, talking, living dead, giving head to the capitalist construct designed to deconstruct. I despise the civilized who live the lives I ain't trying to be. It's plain and simple to me. Society lied to me, but I won't get caught up. Though this life sometimes leaves me in a trance and mutes my thoughts. So I dig deeper and deep to hear my soul whose voice is transmuted through thoughts. I dig deeper than the graveyards of my mind beyond confinements of time and religion, death and fear who seem to go together like the Holy Trinity. I dig deep with my words traveling towards infinity and nothing can limit me. This is not an ill piece. This is a coerced concoction of creation residing deep beneath the cranium. This is me letting my thoughts without explaining them. They need not be explained, for they connect directly with your brain, which speaks to you through thoughts which were brought from dreams, which were conceived from the imagination of your soul. This is my soul's imagination of the universe, the dwelling place of all souls. That's why this poem is You and I Versal, and that's the name of the game, y'all. You and I verse all. Fallacy, all perversion of reality, all deception which perverts our perception, which is our reality. This is not a poem. This is me trying to find my way home. This is imagination, gravitation for a lyrical compilation to be the rolade to my life's constipation. This is me from my spouls. This is me shitting truth as I slit the noose that connected me to the tree of death with a million lives for limbs, so we can all take our pick of which one we want to hang off and die from. This is not a poem. This is me coming too quick and leaking seeds of life onto the paper before they can be transferred by societal prophylactics, trying to restrain my soul's tactics for procreation. This is not a poem. This is my soul's tattoo upon my existence. This is my peace and my sanity. By offering you a piece of my insanity. This is order from chaos, a chaos of words and thoughts. This was done, was spoken, was heard, was thought first. I let thoughts burst off into my mind with no category, no time confined. See, my lines define my time. Because thoughts turn into verbs once they turn into words. So here's my action against my dissatisfaction. This is not a poem. This is my soul yearning to breathe free without contracting venereal diseases from This is my soul needling itself into the skin of my life. This is me tattooing my existence upon human existence. This is me looking for love, looking for you in all the right places.
Pass It On is open mic, poetry, venue, right? That's that's kind of what we have as our staple. But I believe we wouldn't be the open mic and artist experience that we were if it were not for the musicianship that we've had come through here. We've had some really, really good musicians. Let's I'm in the mood for a little song right now. Can we bring up one of our musicians? Is that all right?
G, I got the right man for you. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the word? Pass it on to my man, Profess.
Lying to settle the score. It's probably innocence. Probably isn't understatement.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the word?
Pass it on.
Give it up for Ari Unwritten.
Poem is entitled Desire. All right. Hope y'all enjoy it. Tonight, I'm going to ignore everything. Return all reservations telling me to wait. Tonight, I don't give a shit what my morals got to say. All right. Sometimes a good girl just want to be bad for a change. And my vagina just ain't the typical fish in the sea. More than willing to play water games all night with a nigga from the Navy. You might be able to swim, might even be able to go deep. But you sure enough gonna drown in what I'm serving up, Chief. Go ahead, girl. I'm a little nervous, y'all. So. I just want to experience the bliss. I'm more than sure as entangled in your kiss like herbs are in hips tonight. I just want to be the nastiest me. Make all these other fees in the whole world see they might be fucking you too, but they ain't got shit on me. Make you scream my name while she's holding on to your bed frame. Let me take you on a vacation. Show you around this theme park with red lace panties for racetrack and a fast ride to a slow climax while you talk that tape this dick shit in my ear. And I can't help but, I hear the request and I can't help but comply. Let the little that take me on a quest to heaven rise. To the occasion, unlike unleavened, you be bread, I be wine, I lust is like a savior, complete with an orgasmic favor. Do my body like you love her. Let's put on a show for these couples. I don't think I've ever wanted to fuck another so bad, so what are you waiting on? Cause I got some of the best you ever had material, carnal and serious. Been a while, so my yoni's furious. Behind myself and beside myself as I become this sexual someone else with Kama Sutra synapses and incredible snapback, nice size hips and an impressive rack. I don't mean to be cocky, but when you got it, I'm just saying. Yeah. And I got it on my mind that I'm done fantasizing. Nitpicking and overanalyzing, I just want you to call my body home for a couple of hours. This is a predestined night and I just want everything to be right. My desire's ready to take over again. I say, what are you waiting for? Open up this goddamn door and get what I got in store for you. Be the root to my soil and the snake to my coil. I know you want it too. So take advantage of this opportunity to dive in and just do you. Allow passion to become fluid, so if you want it, let's do it.